What was inside this 4,500-year-old pyramid, towering 480 feet above the ground, that researchers sent a robot with a camera inside just to see? At one point, the robotic camera stopped because there was a stone slab in front of it. Researchers believed that behind this slab, there must be a secret buried for the past 4,500 years. They were determined to uncover this secret at all costs. So, they attached a drilling machine to the robot, which drilled a hole in the stone slab. A camera was then sent through the hole, revealing a scene on the other side that no one had seen in 4,500 years. Once again, welcome to this video. In Egypt, a total of 138 tall pyramids exist that have faced dozens of earthquakes and many dangerous storms over the past thousands of years. But not one of them has budged even a little. Among them, the tallest and largest is known as the Great Pyramid of Giza. Its base area is astonishingly 13 acres, meaning the pyramid could fit not one or two, but a total of 9 football fields within it. Approximately 2.3 million large stones were used in its construction, some weighing as much as 50 tons. If the pyramid's total weight is calculated, it amounts to 6 million tons, equivalent to the weight of 12 Burj Khalifas. But what was the purpose of building such tall and grand pyramids? Thousands of years ago, when humans didn't even have tools, how were the pyramid's walls leveled inch by inch? How were 50-ton stones cut into square shapes and transported to a height of 480 feet without any cement? And which engineers were behind the construction of these pyramids, which were not only earthquake-proof but also had all their sides set at exactly 51.5 degrees? You will learn all this in today's video. So let's start. Challenge 1. For centuries, various research teams have been trying to figure out the construction techniques of this pyramid. One of their puzzles was how each side of the pyramid was set exactly north, south, east, and west, without using a compass. Some experts believe that the architects of that time must have first searched for land that could bear the weight of millions of tons of stones. Then, using polar stars, those stars that help determine Earth's poles, they marked each side of the pyramid. Without any compass or optical instruments, these sides were set thousands of years ago with basic techniques and utmost precision. Challenge 2. The next challenge was leveling the ground. The pyramid was built on 13 acres of land, and if the level of this land was even slightly off, constructing a mountain of 2.3 million stones would have been impossible. To level this ground, the engineers of that time neither had laser levelers nor modern tools. Some experts believe that trenches were dug around the construction site, filled with water, and the water level from one side was matched to the other side. Any part of the ground that didn't match the water level was chiseled and hammered until it was leveled. Challenge 3. Now that the pyramid's construction site was leveled, the directions were marked, and the groundwork was complete, it was time to start construction. This required massive stones, but there were no grinders or chisels available to cut them. Still, 50-ton stones were cut into square or rectangular shapes. But how? Experts suggest they used a specific plant's extract for cutting the stones. The chisels used in the pyramid's construction were not made of pure copper, as copper alone is too soft to cut stone. A chemical called arsenic was added to the copper. With hammers, the chisels were hammered onto the stones for hours, shaping massive stones into blocks. Challenge 4. Now the specific type of stone used, known today as limestone, was quarried 250 kilometers away in the city of Tura. The problem was transporting these stones to the pyramid's construction site. Each stone weighed 50 tons, equivalent to the weight of 3 passenger buses. Thousands of such stones were needed for just one pyramid. Even in today's modern world, such a task would be a major challenge for transport companies. Amazingly, this transportation was done using boats. Yes, the Nile River between Tura and Giza was utilized, and large stones were transported on boats. Experts believe at least 500 laborers worked simultaneously to load and unload these massive stones. Challenge 5 researchers have solved many mysteries about the pyramid's construction, but one question continues to puzzle them. How were the stones lifted to such great heights? Experts suggest that before starting the pyramid's construction, Ramps were planned, either in a spiral shape or zigzag manner. But it is certain that these stones were pulled up with the help of laborers using ropes. Challenge 6. It wasn't just about chiseling and transporting limestone stones with chisels and hammers. The pyramid's inner compartments, passageways, and tunnels were also intricately built. However, one thing surprised experts. The stone used inside the compartments wasn't limestone, but granite. Granite is the second hardest stone in the world after diamond. Even in today's modern world, granite can only be cut with heavy grinders. Many experts were invited to inspect the pyramid, but none could figure out how the ancient Egyptians cut granite so precisely 4,500 years ago. Finally, years later, experts discovered the mystery. Granite was cut using a saw without teeth. This toothless saw was weighed down on both sides and moved back and forth over the granite while sand and gravel were poured in. Experts estimate it took 4 months to cut just one granite block using this method. Conclusion. What was the purpose of building the pyramids? How many laborers worked together to complete them? And what did the robotic camera reveal behind the stone slab? You'll learn all this and more in part 2 of this video. Thank you for your loving comments and likes. See you in the next amazing video.